Town's getting its own Flatiron Building, friends, apparently. Now, as y'all know, Billy C. Jack's a big fan of nice-looking buildings and such. And I read on the internet. I've been using the internet now for 6 months. It's changed my life. But my friend's got my son's computer's mine to tell me to buy this computer, only $5,000. And I got the modem with it too. So I'm reading all these stories and I can communicate with y'all out there. But 100 and something years ago in New York City, there was a big-ass building called the Flatiron Building, and it's famous. And the building is located in the Manhattan. And the building is famous because it's all narrow like a flat iron, like the one you use to iron your clothes. And so there's a new one in Brisbane that's very similar. And even though it's a different design, it's being dubbed the Flatiron Building for Brisbane. And it will be in the Fortitude Valley, which is the ghetto of our CBD here. And basically going to be 3 towers. And there's going to be a hotel in there, but it's above a podium. And it looks like the Flatiron Building. The architect says not quite. And basically, it's going to cause a lot of interest. Now, this is very interesting because I don't think people are taking kindly to this. But I don't know, maybe you folks think it's kind of cool out there. What it will do is it will continue to assist our fine city for any big problem we all face, and that is you don't want them young folks, once they're breaking out of their nests and such, going beyond the borders of Brisbane Town and escaping to them southern cities like Sydney down in Melbourne. We got to keep them all here. So a building like this will keep more interest here in Brisbane Town. And fewer of those smart folks with their fancy degrees and such will be flying away to see the real Flatiron because we got this kind of imitation. Well, it's not imitation. Let me tell you what the architect said. This is a quote from the Brisbane Times, March 29, 2014. Kim Stevens. Architect says, architect Callum Fraser has recreated his own design, but it definitely looks similar to a Flatiron Building. Quote, it's going to be pretty spectacular, as good if not better. Okay? That's what Mr. Fraser said, the architect behind this building now. It's going to be the same height as the real Flatiron. Apparently, it seems the same number of floors, 30 floors. And it's going to be between Alfred Street and Brunswick Street, I believe. It's near Fortitude Valley railway station. But here's the thing, friends. I don't think this is a good idea. Because, if you go to a city today around the world, they ain't copying them Flatiron buildings. Flatiron was an interesting design back in 1902, but today, people don't think it's all that interesting. Now, I'm not saying they copied it, but hey, think of this. You ever seen a real hotel like the Standard Hotel in Meatpacking District in New York? That's an interesting new design. And I think something like that, where they didn't copy Flatiron, they didn't use the same style, they didn't improve upon Flatiron, they just did something original and new and better, is the way to go. So all you young kids out there studying the fancy degrees for your architectures and such, the lesson is that if you want to be known as being original and bright, good. Don't be too inspired by other designs and start thinking about maybe some original things. Anyway, I've been reading the Reddit, and Reddit is a forum on the internet, REDDIT, and I am a member of this forum, and I like it a lot. And as y'all know, you can go to the Reddit and read about this, but apparently I've been reading the forums there, and somebody has already described this building and the concept of it being the concept of people calling it Brisbane's own Flatiron Building as, quote, fucking gouache, G-U-A-C-H-E, gouache, fucking gouache. Okay, friends, what do you think of that? Flatiron-like building for the Fortitude Valley in the ghetto there. Super fucking gouache or just plain good? What do you think, friends? Tell Billy J. Justice below, and I want to hear from you fancy degree architect students. Bye for now.